Hi there, Cappies. Welcome to your June 2015 Runescope with me. My name is Amanda. We're gonna jump right in and see what June has in store for my goats. Also, because we are halfway through the year, I'm just reminding everyone, now's a good time to kind of go back and review the yearly overviews I posted in January. You can find those by just going to my channel and clicking the videos tab or the playlist tab. All of my videos are in a playlist, arranged in a playlist, so you can check that out. Just kind of see where you are with the energies, how those are playing out for you, and what may be coming up for the remainder of the year as we are at the halfway point. Also on the monthlies, I always just remind people, do check out the video for your rising sign as well, because that can give you some more information of other issues and areas that you may be, dealing with, things that may be coming up for you in June. Of course, the only way to get a reading only for you and answering any questions that you specifically have is to schedule an appointment with me. I do those on Skype. It is $65 for a 30-minute session. Drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you want to set up an appointment. If you're on a mobile device, you'll just have to tap the arrow beneath this video and that will open up the details section. Just copy my email address and you'll need to change the word @ to the @ symbol. Copy and paste. I did have it as a link, but that was the YouTube app apparently on cell phones and mobile devices tells anytime you tap on an email address, tells people that you have a phishing site or that your email is a spamming email. So I apologize to any of you who have tried to email me if you got that weird warning. I went back and forth with YouTube for days on that. And for those of you who have your own channel, you may want to double check and make sure that, if you have an email link, it's not telling people who are trying to contact you that you're, not legit when you are. So, but without further ado, let's jump in here, Capricorn. There's also still a few days to sign up for my Rune class. If you want to do that, you have until noon on May 28th. So, sorry. I'm trying to remember everything that I needed to say here. But let's see what we've got for June and what you guys are going to be up to. Well, a lot of you are looking to finish something. It may be a project. This may be something that you are working with two other people on with the Three of Pentacles, because that can talk about cooperation, focus on finishing something, or you may be getting close at least to the halfway point with a goal or a project. For some of you, this may have something to do with, it doesn't have to be work, this could be a life goal, but because the Pentacles are coming up, that generally kind of puts me in the way of thinking of job and career. Some of you may be looking for new work, and you may be, that may be something that you're focused on this summer, is finding something that really uses your skills, uses you're able to use your craftsmanship. This can also be working with your hands. So maybe this is a hobby, something that you are building or creating. They're showing me shelving. I don't know why, but whenever they show me something, I just throw it out at you. So some of you may be building shelves or doing something around the home, renovating for more space. Some of you may be dealing with bureaucracy or trying to get something settled. This can be legalities as well, the justice system, that sort of thing. So some of you may be trying to get, settle something, get something to a change. They're showing me name changes. Maybe some of you recently got married and you have to go through that Social Security office or process, at least here in the States, to change your name or get your birth certificate or get some sort of records that you need regarding your birth. I'm seeing, legal documents. So some of you may be trying to get some information. Maybe some of you are researching your genealogy, and because that can take a lot of focus and attention to detail. So that may be something that you're focusing on this summer, or that you get into and kind of being fascinated by that. It can something may be opening a whole new world to you this summer. And for a lot of you, I feel like it's something you maybe never thought that you would enjoy or get into, but you finally give it a try, or maybe you just fall into it due to a friend or family member kind of introducing you to it. And it's really something that, I don't know, makes you feel positive. It makes you feel happy. So if you've been kind of down, or if it's been, if you've been going through kind of a tough spell, or something hasn't been working out for you, I do see something that's going to rejuvenate you. And so look to your interests, look to those things that you take joy in, or look to finding something that you are interested in and pursuing that, and kind of following that where it goes. And yeah, some of you may be starting a new beginning in work. You may be completing a temporary job and moving on to something. I feel like those of you who will have something waiting though, because we have the rune of new beginnings, rebirth, and starting something new there. So I feel like most of you are gonna have something lined up. Again, these are general readings. So check your rising sign to be sure. But yeah, I feel like most of you will have something lined up if you're in temporary work right now. By the end of summer at the latest. And, you may find it in June. You may start following leads or putting applications in June. Some of you may be taking up a cause, or that may be how you're, something that you're interested in, because this could be the rune of the banner waver. Tiara can. Someone who's taking up a cause, something you're fighting for, you really believe in it, and it may have to do with people who don't get, underprivileged people who don't get the same opportunities as others. You may become really a supporter of those who need help. You may be volunteering your time, or protesting, or donating money, or donating goods, things that to help underprivileged people. So maybe for some of you, that may be the interest. You start to become more involved in charity work. You start to become more interested in the underdog, or helping those who need your help. And this doesn't always have to be like a nameless, faceless organization, or something like that. It can just be people in your own neighborhood. It can be people in your own family that you're helping out, because they're just they've fallen on hard times. Now, some of you may be pushing ahead with a goal that is with the Two of Rods in reversed, it could be something that seems impossible. Or maybe to some people it seems impossible, but to you it doesn't. To you, you're ready to kind of get through whatever. You will handle any obstacles that are thrown your way. So this could be, again, something you're interested in, a creative gift that you have, that you're just like, oh, well, I'm gonna write a book and see what happens, or I'm gonna learn to play the piano and see what happens. See if I have a gift for it. Yeah, it seems like it's something that others may say, oh, that's a pipe dream. Or, those of you who are younger, if you're going to be starting college in the fall, you may be deciding, well, I'm going to study music, or you may be deciding to study something that is not one of those practical, more dull, I'm sorry, degrees that older people would say, oh yes, you want to get a degree in business, because that will be, proper. But I mean, there's something calling to you in June, Capricorn, and you got to see where it goes. You got to see where it goes, whether or not it leads to, fame and fortune, or whether or not you ever complete it. There's something in June that's calling to you, and you have to see where that path goes, and you should follow it. Because for some of you, it may lead to fame and fortune. You never know until you do it, but I feel like if you don't do it, or if you don't at least see where it's going or get involved with it, you will regret it later. And whenever we can avoid having regrets, that's always the best course of action. Now, the help that's going to be available to you in June has to do with, I feel like you're going to be guarding your heart, Capricorn, from someone. You're going to be hiding a lot from someone. And for some of you, I feel like this is someone that maybe you used to share a lot of things with. But you're not going to be as open or as trusting with this person anymore. And again, in a general reading, it's going to be different for all of you who that is. Some of you, it could be a partner, it could be a former friend, or a frenemy, a coworker, a boss, a family member, sibling. With the Two of Swords, she's guarding her heart. And, it could be maybe you've gone through some emotional upheaval with this person in the recent past. But I feel like you, she's blindfolded. And then what's interesting is we also have the rune of Perdro here, which is the rune of, you know, whatever's hidden from us, someone not being straight with us always. It also has to do with intuition though, Capricorn. So I feel like your intuition is telling you something, but you don't yet see it. So you can't say for sure, okay, here's my, you know, this is a fact. You can't say that yet for sure, but your intuition is like, there's more going on behind the scenes that I don't know that has caused this upheaval, that is causing this person to act this way, or has caused this person, maybe, you know, and it could, what they're hiding could be, you know, again, because there are so many people, what it could be, the possibilities are limitless. But yeah, I feel like a lot of this may have to do with someone being stubborn and someone being prideful. But with this rune in reverse, it's pridefully wrong. So I feel like you're taking time out from whatever this situation is. You know, if harsh words have been said, if there have been arguments, I feel like, you know, I'm not engaging with that anymore, but I am, you know, I don't know if I'll ever trust this person again. And, you know, sometimes people have to start over at square one. Trust has to be earned. It's not just given freely. So this person may be starting over at square one with you. And it does appear from these cards that, and runes, that is a good course of action. Now, what can't be changed about June is that you're going to be making choices, but they may not always seem, they may be difficult choices. Now we have the Lover's card reversed, and that does speak about choice. In the reverse, it does sometimes mean that, you know, someone is in a triangle dynamic. Now it doesn't have to be a romantic triangle, but it certainly can be. But it can also just be, you know, 3 people involved in a project, because again, going back, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is interesting. So yeah, the number 3 is coming up. 3 people trying to work on a project. 3 people involved in a triangle situation. And with this, if that's the situation you're in, if it is a romantic triangle, the advice is to wait it out. It's going to work itself out. You know, with this rune, it's like, it's not going to be overnight that you get your answers. And for some of you, it's maybe the same person who you've had some rocky waters with here. But I do feel like that relationships that you put effort into, even if you're taking a bit of a break, in the future will bear fruit. Because, again, you're very motivated in June. And I feel like you're motivated to not deal with drama anymore. And so people who are situations like this, or, you know, where it's 3 people involved, if it's not the element of cooperation, which for a lot of you, I think it is, you're just working together with someone on a project, the 3 of you are coming together or doing something together that is enjoyable. And you can take that how you will. But yeah, I feel like whatever this is, you're stepping back from any drama, and if anybody's displaying those kind of traits, you're gonna pull back because you've got too much going on. You've got this new project, you've got these goals that you're setting, and these are big goals, I feel like. You'll be thinking about them at the beginning of June, and then acting on them, taking steps at the end of June. Now, for some of you, a King of Cups may figure into any of these 3 situations, all of these 3 situations. He is normally a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, or somebody with those traits. Again, with court cards in a general reading, doesn't have to be male. Doesn't have to be a water sign. He could just be somebody who's displaying similar traits. And so this is normally a creative guy. He's presenting as a king, so he's normally, you know, not a child. This is somebody probably in his 30s or older. He has, you know, achieved things, but he may be going through a bit of a difficult time. or just finding it difficult to be patient. Or Capricorn, he may be the one that you're having to be patient with. Now, he is coming up in the upright, which is a good sign to me, which means his intentions are not bad. He's not intentionally trying to hurt you. He's not intentionally trying to cause you problems. He just may not be seeing things in the way that you're seeing them. Again, going back to this. If he's been acting out of sorts or out of character, there's a reason for that. And many of you have an intuition about that, but you're kind of waiting maybe for him to let you know what that is. But yeah, he's coming up next to need, which is the rune of patience. You know, things may be slow in coming to fruition and dealing with him, or for goals that he has. So maybe this is your partner or someone close to you that you just kind of have to be there for. You may be having to give him a few pep talks if he's trying to push ahead with his goals and he's meeting resistance, or things aren't moving as quickly as he would like. You know, that's okay. It's a temporary energy in June. You know, maybe this is the beginning of June, because we do still have Mercury retrograde, I believe, until the 11th of June. Maybe he's just having a particularly hard time with this Mercury retrograde and not able to push ahead. So yeah, I feel like you may have to be patient with someone like this, or maybe having to encourage him to be patient about something. Maybe you're gonna ask him to be patient with you, Capricorn, because you've just got a lot on your plate. So maybe this is somebody that you are interested in or are seeing, but you know, maybe you're the one involved in another relationship. Some of you may be like, you know what, we are talking about separating, or you know, we are talking about, you know, moving on, and just be patient with me. I need a little bit more time. So don't be afraid to ask for what you need, Capricorn, from the King of Cups, if you need more patience or more understanding. I mean, you know, we all go through our stuff, and we all, you know, sometimes people get frustrated if we are stuck in a situation that we can't fix or can't do anything about. Sometimes we have to vent, and sometimes people don't understand that, or you know, they get frustrated with us if we're in a phase where we can't quite get out of something. Or we haven't figured out how to get out of it. And so, yeah, just encourage him, you know, please be patient with me. I'll figure it out. It's just going to take a little bit longer. So that is what I see, Capricorn, for June. Good luck with everything, and I'll see you back here in July.